Today's topic is so interesting. Let me just share my screen with you. It's entitled Be a Limited Edition. When we hear the word limited edition, we think of something like clothes or maybe watch or shoes or books or any merchandise or apparel that are sold in the market. Um, so I look up the definition of limited edition. Cambridge define limited edition as products that have a slightly different style to the usual kind, and only a small quantity of which are produced. So it means it's unique. It's not usual to the mass production. Um, it's a different style. I also looked up Investopedia, and Investopedia defines limited edition as a small run of items that, such as print of master image, that is intended to create a sense of rarity or exclusivity among potential collectors. Limited editions are also referred to as special editions, collector's editions, or deluxe editions. So I like the phrase sense of rarity and exclusivity. It means unique, it's rare, it's exclusive, it's not it's not usual, it's unusual, it's limited edition. And so if we put these concepts into us, into humanity and human race, the question is, can we be a limited edition? Can you be a limited edition? I mean, can I be a limited edition? The answer is yes. You can be a limited edition of yourself. You can be a limited edition of yourself and not someone else. That's an important note. Only yourself, the word yourself, because you cannot compare yourself to others. Why? Because God created us uniquely. God created everyone, every individual in a unique way. As a matter of fact, no one in this earth has the same DNA. You have a unique DNA. It means if you have a unique DNA, then God created you uniquely. And so the question is, can you be a limited edition? Yes, you can be a limited edition, but only for yourself. So in this video, and this in few minutes, in few minutes, we will be able to know how can we be a limited edition of ourselves. Can we be a limited edition of ourselves? Yes, for sure, we can be a limited edition of ourselves. But the question is, how can we be a limited edition of ourselves? Let's find out. Let's talk about yourself first. Yourself, you. I'm talking about you. I'm talking to you today. Yourself. Yourself, as we mentioned, you are unique. You are special. You are irreplaceable. You have a unique DNA. You are born to be distinct. Distinct means to be unique, to be different. You are designed by God not to blend in, but to stand out. You are born to achieve something significant, something that is unforgettable, something that can be a legacy for many. You are destined to make a difference in your generation. The reason why you are born in your generation right now is because you are destined to make a difference. God has planned, has destined that you have to do something in your generation. You are born to be known for something because God has tremendous plans for you that no one else can accomplish. Watch the phrase, no one else can accomplish. You are born to be known for something. You have to do something that no one else can accomplish. As a matter of fact, you yourself, your life is already completed in God. My life, the life of Nelson Thomas, is already finished with God. It's already completed with God. In the book of Isaiah, it says, I am God and there's no other. I am God and there is none like me. I make known the end from the beginning. From ancient times, what is still to come, I say, my purpose will stand and I will do all that I please. Take note of the praise, make known the end from the beginning. And so our end, my completion in this life, on this earth, is no longer a secret with God. God has already knew my end, your end. Your life is already completed in God. Your blueprint is already in God's hands. God has already the blueprint for your life. He will show you the glimpse of your end from the beginning through your dreams, maybe through your desires and passions and gifts. But He will never give you the actual blueprint. He will never give you the process to fulfill that vision or that gift. Rather, that vision. God will never give us the entire blueprint about our life. Why? The reason is God has given us the free will. We have a free choice. God has given us this powerful gift that we have called free will. And so we have to choose. We have to go to crossroads. Sometimes we may end up in the wrong direction. We may end up in the wrong path, not leading to the vision that God has created us. But at the end, if we establish our plans and commit our plans to the Lord, He will order our steps and He will help us to fulfill the vision that has planted to our lives. And so your life is already completed. That's a truth. That's a fact. In the book of Ephesians, it says, for we are God's handiwork, created in Christ Jesus to do good works, which God prepared in advance for us to do. Take note of the phrase, prepared in advance for us to do. God has already prepared something for us to do in advance, even before we were born, even before our mother's conception. We have to do something on this earth. And so that is you, that is yourself. And so we can be a limited edition of ourselves if we are able to fulfill the vision that God has planned for our lives. Let me repeat that. We can be a limited edition of ourselves when and only when we are able to fulfill the vision that God has planned for our life. Take note, God is the one who is giving the vision to us, not your family, not your friends, not your mentor or your teacher. It is a God-given vision. And so if it is a God-given vision, only God can give it to you. And so it requires continuous connection with God. So God will reveal to you your vision. Again, we can be a limited edition, but only to ourselves by fulfilling the vision that God has planned for our lives. So what is vision? We're talking about vision. What is vision? If we can be a limited edition of ourselves by fulfilling the vision that God has planned for our lives, let's talk about vision. What is vision? Vision is the source and hope of life. It is the hope of life. Vision is the factor that make life meaningful. Without vision, your life is meaningless. Vision is the function of heart. It is not the function of eyes. Sight is the function of eyes, but vision is the function of heart. The greatest gift ever given to mankind is vision, not the gift of sight. Because as we mentioned, the gift of sight is a function of eyes, but the gift of vision is the function of heart. Vision of a flight is the one that inspired the Wright brothers to invent airplane. The vision of light is the one that possessed Thomas Edison to invent light bulb. And the vision of giving every person access to people-friendly software is the one that inspired Bill Gates to create Microsoft, and so on and so forth. Vision is the greatest gift ever given to mankind. Without vision, life will be meaningless. Vision also inspires the depressed and motivates the discouraged. Many of us during this pandemic, COVID-19, many of us are depressed and discouraged. Maybe because we are not yet sure of what is the vision that God has given us. Maybe it's a right time for us. It's the right opportunity for us to reassess our lives, where we at, whether we are fulfilling the vision that God has given us. Because vision is so important in every human being, because vision gives you the sense of direction, gives you a sense of encouragement. If you know your vision, you will not be easily depressed, or you will not be easily discouraged, because you know where to go, you know your end, you know your direction in life. Life is more than making a living. Vision is also the source of your personal discipline. If you discover your vision, you will discipline yourself. You will be able to discipline yourself. Your time, you will be able to manage your time efficiently and effectively. You will be able to effectively manage your resources, your financial resources. You'll be able to set your priorities if you're able to discover your vision in life. Vision is also the source of corporate discipline. In many companies, organizations, businesses, they do have this mission and vision statement. Mission is the general statement of the company, but vision is a specific statement why the company existed. What is the purpose of that company? And so vision gives a corporate discipline as well. Vision is the juice of life. It's the juice that makes you keep going, and it makes you on track and stay on the race. Vision is just the juice of life. Vision determines your destiny. It's your future. It's also key to your future. That is when you are able to say you are successful in your life. Knowing your vision is a signal or a sign that you are successful in life, because vision determines your destiny and it's key to your future, because that is how God planned your life. That is the blueprint of your life. God never intended or never designed a blueprint for your life to just make a living. I mean, just to get this, what we call life packages, getting your college degree, getting a good job, putting up your business, or having your family or having kids. This so-called life packages, some people may not be able to avail this so-called life packages for some reasons, but life is more than that, more than availing um, life packages. And life is all about vision. Life is all about the plan that God has planted for you even before you were born. And so vision is so important. It's so important in every human being. Without vision, people perish. And so, what is life without vision? When we talk about vision, if vision is so important, what is life looks like without a vision? There's no reason for living. You may be just living, making a living. Nabubuhay ka para lang mabuhay. It's not that. The reason for living is that you're able to fulfill the plan that God has planted for your life. As we mentioned, life is way more than availing this life packages, getting your college degree, going to a great school, and getting your job and your family, having good relationship, and just having life to the fullest. It's to the fullest. I mean, it's way more than that. If your life is based on these life packages, you will be easily distressed and discouraged, because that is not the real reason for living. If you depend on material things for you to live, and to depend your happiness in material things, then you will be easily discouraged and distressed. And so life without vision is like no reason for living. Life will be meaningless. Your life will not be meaningful. There's no sense of direction. And so life without vision is like living with unfulfilled dreams, because your dreams will enable you to identify your gift, and then your gift will make room for you in this earth, which will enable you to discover your vision. And so life without vision is like living with unfulfilled dreams. Living without vision is like living to be easily discouraged and depressed. Because if you are unable to discover your vision, you will be easily discouraged and be depressed, because there is no sense of direction. There's no sense of meaning. Whenever challenges comes in, problems comes in, you will be discouraged and depressed, because sometimes your life, your happiness are dependent on the things that are surrounding you, that the things that you have, not the things that God has planted or that God has planned for your life. And so in this kind of situation, especially now in COVID-19, many persons suffered financially, and most especially in their mental health. Maybe it's a right time for us, for every one of us, including myself, to really assess our lives, where we at, and really check whether we have discovered our vision, the vision that God has planted in our lives even before we were born. Maybe it's the right time, opportunity for everyone. Living life without vision will sometimes simply reliving your past with its disappointments and failures. Because you don't have a vision, you will just repeat the history. History repeats itself. And so this is like a life without a vision. And so vision is so important. Why? Because without vision, people perish. According to Proverbs 29:18, without vision, the people perish. Perish does not mean to literally to die or to be extinct, But perish means to be successful in the wrong assignment. Perish means to be successful in a wrong assignment. You think you are successful right now, maybe in your career, maybe in your business, or maybe in your family, or in your relationship. Maybe not, because if that is not the vision of God that He planted in your life even before you were born, you are still not successful. And so, knowing the God-given vision for your life is a factor, is a signal, it's a sign that you will be successful in life. Without vision, people perish. And so, we might be successful. We think that we are successful already, but in reality, we are not. If we are unable to fulfill what God has planned for us on this earth. And so today, I just want to encourage everyone in conclusion to believe in your daydreams, to continue daydreaming, to reconnect with your passion and your desires and your talents, and to refine or master your gift. Because when you refine and you master your gift, this gift will make room for you in this earth. And this gift will enable you to fulfill your God-given vision. Your gift will enable you to fulfill your God-given vision. And I pray today, everyone who are listening, watching this program, that you will be able to discover your vision, your God-given vision, and you will be able to discover your gift. First, refine and master your gift, and then you will be able to discover your God-given vision. In that way, you can consider yourself as a successful in this life, and you can consider yourself and you can say, I am a limited edition of myself, because I was able to fulfill the God-given vision that God has planned in my life even before I was born. I just want to encourage everyone. I hope this short message brings you motivation and encouragement. And remember to be a limited edition of yourself, only yourself, no one else, because only your gift will enable you to fulfill your God-given vision. Thank you very much, everyone. Thank you for watching this program, and God bless everyone.